Let's see what kind of experience we can get in Borderlands 4 using the RTX 5090. Is it fast enough to just do 4K maxed out settings, native resolution? Or will we have to resort to using trickery such as DLSS upscaling and maybe even frame generation? Let's find out. To test this, I paired it with the Ryzen 7 9800X3D CPU. And if you're interested in any of the products featured in this video, you can find them on Amazon and the links in the description below. We are at 4K resolution, and because this is a very expensive gaming PC system, it's only natural that I want to max everything out, all the graphic settings to the absolute maximum, native resolution, no upscaling, no frame generation, and expect at least a 60 FPS experience. Unfortunately, the game developers have a different vision. They think that it is okay to have 45 FPS on the most expensive graphics card paired with the fastest CPU for gaming, right? This is a truly pathetic display of performance, especially considering that there is no path tracing slider. This game does feature ray tracing, Lumen, Unreal Engine 5 tech, but it shouldn't be this GPU demanding. No way. Something is definitely up. Something is not right with this game. It is poorly optimized. That is for sure. It's not an unplayable experience, but it's definitely not a pleasant one. Okay, but maybe, just maybe, it will be fine if we enable DLSS quality mode. After all, it is very difficult to spot any difference in image quality between DLSS quality and native 4K resolution. So, let's see if it's worth it. 65, 64, 70 plus FPS over here. Yeah, it looks like we are getting 60 plus FPS. But will it stay at above 60 at all times? Just wanted to say that the game does look brilliant, visually. 61 FPS just then. So we are getting really close sometimes to that 60 FPS mark. Let's see if we can find a spot where FPS will drop. Oh, I've seen 59 FPS briefly. So technically, this is not a completely 60 plus FPS experience. There are some dips here and there. And I suspect that further down the line, there will be more intensive fights with more enemies, and yeah, that's when this kind of performance will not be enough. What if we lower the resolution upscaling to DLSS Balanced? After all, it still looks quite nice on a 4K screen. The FPS is slightly higher now, 70 plus even. Let's see. Oh yes. But it's still not enough image fluidity. We're nowhere near 90 FPS because we're dropping to 60 plus still, even though we are using DLSS Balanced. This is far from perfect experience. Yeah, it's strange how the game developers actually expect us to accept this level of performance, this level of optimization in 2025. Were they making this game with the RTX 6090 in mind, or what? Interesting. I'd like to find out. Lowering the resolution upscaling to DLSS Performance mode is heresy, in my opinion, on this kind of PC, but let's do it anyway, for science. Now we begin seeing that magical 90 FPS number on the screen, but only just for a moment because it is gone. The FPS is now at 80 plus. I can't say that this is a good experience. I was expecting a lot more from this game and from this graphics card. We're still using almost 100% of the GPU, so there aren't any bottlenecks. Shouldn't be this difficult to run this game. It has no path tracing. Yes, it does have ray tracing, but they should have optimized it better. The only way to improve image fluidity from here is use frame generation. I enabled the 2x frame gen. Let's go. Yes, this is what I expected from this game and this GPU, but I expected this level of performance without enabling frame generation. That said, frame generation works quite well in this game, so if you want a more fluid image, then you absolutely can get it. Just use frame generation, right? It's not for everyone, not to everyone's liking, but it's an option. Let's go back to native resolution. Let's disable upscaling, let's disable frame generation. Maybe our experience will be much better if we lower the graphics preset by just one level. Let's bring it down to very high. Once more, a bitter disappointment. 50 FPS. And there we go, 40 plus. What the hell? We lowered the graphics quality and we still can't get a 60 plus FPS experience at native 4K resolution. Okay. Alright, I see what you're doing, So we must use resolution upscaling, correct? Let's do DLSS quality mode. Is that enough to keep the FPS at 60 plus consistently? Let's see. Let's enter combat and see if that's gonna be enough. So far so good. This isn't too intense just yet. Let's do some explosions. Oh, and that looks like a crash. Maybe not. Yes, it is a crash. There's instability on top of poor performance. Great. What's next? Even more crashing? It's a fun game. I really want to play it, but I only want to do it if the game works smoothly and if I can get a pleasant experience. And if I can't get that even on the RTX 5090, then damn. What about all other people who don't have access to $2,000 GPUs? Do you just don't want them to play your game? Or what? You want them to buy it and then just not play it? How does that work? How does that make any sense? Of course they can play it, but it takes so much compromise to actually get to a pleasant experience on something like the RTX 5070, for example, that I tested recently. That is it even worth it? Yeah, I guess it's still fine. It's just disappointing, is what it is. Let's try DLSS Balanced next. We're still nowhere near 90 FPS. What the heck? I've seen 90 briefly just then, but mostly it's 85, 80, 88. Come on. Really? Not cool. I really want to see what it takes to actually get a 90 FPS experience, a consistent 90 FPS experience in this game. And if we can even get a 120 FPS experience without frame generation, because I think that we should be able to play this game at 120. It is meant to be played at high refresh rates. I don't think first-person shooters are meant to be played at 60 FPS. No way. I refuse to believe that. Making my way downtown to use DLSS Performance is up next. Let's try it. This is the third crash already. Less than an hour, 3 crashes. Amazing. Finally, 90 plus FPS. And I really hope that it won't drop to 80 plus this time. Will it? Oh no, 88 FPS just then. Come on, game. What are you doing to me? 86 FPS, 87, 85. Even upscaling from 1080p and with very high graphics quality preset, not even maxed out, we still can't get a 90 FPS experience. What the hell? So disappointing. I really hope that the game developers are working hard on a patch that will come out soon to address these performance issues. Yeah, I'm definitely putting my playthrough on hold because I don't want to play it in this sorry state. I'd rather wait for it to be fixed and then enjoy it properly. Let's keep going, because we have to find out, like, is 120 FPS even possible? Let's lower the graphics settings to high, and let's keep DLSS on performance mode, because, yeah, why waste time when the game is bound to disappoint us at this point? This is truly impressive, but for all the wrong reasons, because it's still not a 120 FPS experience, and it's getting more stuttery by the minute. Oh my god, look at that frame rate. The fluctuations are crazy. What the heck? And we're still at around 100 plus FPS, nowhere near 120. That's just not happening. And the 1% lows are absolutely horrendous. Look at that, 60 FPS, 67, 70? What? This is horrible. This is a horrible experience. How could this be happening? This is just not right. Let's see if the FPS will stabilize as we just roam around this area, letting all the textures load in, all the shaders load in. I can't see that it's getting any better. It's still quite bad. 70-ish. I guess we have to keep going. Let's check out the medium graphics quality preset paired with DLSS Performance. Surely now we'll get 120 FPS, right? Look at those 1% lows. What the hell? What the hell is happening? 50 FPS, 1% low? Are you serious? And we still can't get 120 FPS. It's dropping below 120. And the GPU is loaded, so there is no CPU bottleneck. At least no significant CPU bottleneck. Or maybe it is because of the CPU bottleneck. Hold on a second. Let's just quickly check that. Surely, if we lower the resolution upscaling quality a bit more, we'll find out. If the FPS stays as horrendous as it is now, then we'll know for sure. No, check it out. The FPS is indeed higher now. So it wasn't a CPU bottleneck, it was some kind of other problem. And yeah, it's not a pleasant one at that. I guess 120 FPS is possible, but this is what it takes. DLSS Ultra Performance mode and medium graphics quality preset. There's just something rotten about this game, about this performance. It's not right. Also, this is not a smooth experience. Just take a look at that frame rate. The frame pacing is absolutely horrible. I can't take it. It feels so bad. Especially compared to other games that work so well. I can't take any more of this. Get me out of here. this isn't a good experience. Of course, the game is playable, but it's not enjoyable. It's just all sorts of wrong. Frame pacing, stuttering, low performance, well, much lower than expected, even on a high-end system. Nah, I think we need to wait for a patch. Anyway, that is my experience. Let me know in the comments below. How is your experience with this game? Are you playing it, or are you thinking about it? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to reward my work with a like, it helps out a lot. If you're interested in any of the products featured in this video, check them out on Amazon and the links in the description below. Furthermore, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already. It was I, Vadim. Until next time.